Hello, all you gridiron fanatics out there. Glad you are here with us on another edition of Gridiron Gab Pro Style, where we gab about all things pro football, from the scoops of the regular season to the scores in the postseason and the picks of the all season. Let's start gabbing. Welcome back, all fellow gabbers. Glad you're with us on Gridiron Gab. Of course, I am Mr. CeeLo. Welcome you back with some breaking news. It broke about a couple hours ago that Dalvin Cook has accepted a one-year offer from the New York Jets worth about $8.6 million. And this comes after the Patriots gave Zeke Elliott a deal worth $6 million, which I'll be giving you guys the lowdown on that as well. But if you guys recall on the previous show where I discussed that Cook could shake up the East, the AFC East, that is, he just did. I don't understand why Miami would not move in on this, because Miami's where he ultimately wanted to be, and it fits them much better than the Jets, because as soon as Breece Hall gets back, he's going to become more of a third down back, because Breece Hall was the bruiser. Dalvin Cook has bruising potential, but he's the utility guy, the third down guy, the guy that can get things done in the open field. Now, I'm not saying the Jets won't, rotate these guys and have a balanced attack with these two, because you can never have too much firepower in the backfield. But what I'm saying is Dalvin Cook did not go there for a piece of a part. Now, we all know that Dalvin Cook is going to be a workhorse back for the first possibly 5 weeks at the minimum, bare minimum, first 5 weeks that he's going to be workhorse he's going to get the bulk of the carries, let's say. But judging by what we saw Saturday, against the Panthers, they're doing okay at the running back position. We can look at what the Jets have on roster. So they've got Michael Carter. See, they got some good pieces out of Michael Carter. Looking at what they have in the backfield and seeing running the football was pretty darn impressive, because, and this is not to say that the Panthers' defense was elite by any stretch of the imagination. They made a handful of plays, but to watch this team do what they do, it's pretty impressive. Conde was another back that had a good game. He was actually leading rusher at 56 yards. Conde, I cannot say this guy's name. It's tough. Travis Dye had a good game, but adding an elite rusher, that's what you're getting right here. And I think what is important to note is that Aaron Rodgers will report with Aaron Jones. And see, that is going to be very important to remember. He can make plays with his running backs if they can get out in the open field and extend the play and make it into a boom play. If you guys want to check out what this really means for the Jets, go and check out one of my earlier shows that talks about what Dalvin Cook brings to the table, because he brings his hands, and of course he brings 1,000 yards rusher each of the last couple of years. But let's talk about why he signed. Part of the reason Cook was able to sign, this is according to an ESPN reporter. He reportedly signed because Cook was able to sign with the Jets is the salary cap room they had available, in which Aaron Rodgers took a pay cut. That was according to Ian Rappaport. But the other thing is it suggested that Rodgers certainly helped the team to land Cook, and Cook saw that. He wanted a guy who was willing to sacrifice what he did. So ultimately, it was Cook seeing that there was sacrifice to win, wanting that Lombardi Trophy. So now that jumps the Jets' hopes up to number 4. Are they the usual suspect now? I would venture to say, with the type of team that they have and as efficient as they are defensively, and with Aaron Rodgers, if Aaron Rodgers can be a piece of who he was in Green Bay 2 years ago, this team is now one of the favorites. Cincinnati, yes, Cincinnati's the favorite to me. Cincinnati, Kansas City, Buffalo, and the Jets. And you could slide Jacksonville in there. Keep in mind I said that, guys. Those are my 5s. But we'll go into that in on another show. But also the other thing is the depth chart there. As I said, Breece Hall was considered to be the guy. Of course, he's hurt. He's not due back any sooner than week 5. So he fits in marvelously into this plan. So let's go over what we have right now. Signing, what it does is it gives you an immediate impact player in the absence of Breece Hall, but then it also gives you another weapon that you can put, yes, in the slot. Yes, Dalvin Cook is an excellent receiver, people. He has been lined up on the outside in his career when he was with Minnesota. So I believe this is a win-win, and I think this totally puts the Jets in a situation where they could be absolutely dangerous. They were already a dangerous team with their defense. Now you add another weapon for Aaron Rodgers, and it's a weapon in the backfield, and it could create such matchup problems for Nathaniel Hackett, his creative ability. I don't care what Sean Payton says, but this is going to be another toy for Nathaniel Hackett to deploy. I think this turns out to be an excellent move. I think the Jets have a two-headed monster brewing, and Dalvin Cook signing here is just a step in the right direction. I believe the Jets win the division this year, and they make a deep run into playoffs. I think they end up being one of the final 4 standing. But let me know what you guys think about Dalvin Cook signing with the Jets. Make sure you go to my Instagram at Mr. CeeLo, and also check out our Facebook page at Gridiron Gab, and check out the latest poll that I put up. It's a kind of a redo of a poll that we had up earlier. You guys go by and check out make sure when you guys go by Gridiron Gab, you check out the other polls that we have up here. The current one we have is does Cincinnati have the best trio? And right now, that poll is sitting at 63% in favor of those guys, while there's 17% that say Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Robbie Chosen, a.k.a. Robbie Anderson, have 17%. And then we have 2 write-ins, which are very good ones by Nick Warmus, who says that it's Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, Zay Jones of the Jaguars. And Michael Oakes adds, a Cowboys fan, Brandon Cooks, CeeDee Lamb, and Michael Gallup, and that's 2% of the votes. But guys, please go and check these out. Love the feedback, and I will give you a shout out on air. But that's going to do it for us over here. But until the next time, Dalvin Cook is now in New York Jets. But keep up with us, guys, and like the video and subscribe to the channel. But until the next time, same Gap channel, same Gap platform.